Well, bloggers have been pounding away at their keyboards all weekend. My daughter was very upset. Dad, Muse is upset at you. They, apparently bloggers discovered a moment from the show a few weeks ago. I was describing how much I like the new CD from the band Muse. And I will not retract my endorsement. I wholeheartedly endorse Muse. I think they're the greatest band ever. And all you kids should run out and get a copy of their new album.
What do you think, Grandpa?
It's a great record, is what I think. It's a dang fine record, dagnabbit. That first track on that album is terrific.
Now, the only problem is you can't get it in 8-track quadraphonic. I was describing how much I like the new CD, and then we went to a commercial. And we were joking off the air about how I'm the last person any cool band ever wants an endorsement from. Ever. And I said, I like the band. I should probably retract that. Just so they know I'm in their corner. You know what I mean? By not endorsing them. And we were joking when we come back. And do we have the audio?
Yeah. Because right. You said this off the air to us. We were joking about it off the air.
And I said, I like them so much, I'm hurting them by saying that I like them.
Right.
And I shouldn't do that.
You're not the target demo.
I am not the one that they want.
Because surely they wouldn't like your endorsement.
Of course they would.
Right.
Who does? Muse doesn't. Lindsey Graham doesn't. Nobody does.
No one.
No one. I'm alone. So, this is what I said on the air. Just got an email from representation of Muse. They would like me to retract my endorsement.
Notice the laughter. Hear the laughter.
My apologies to Muse for saying that I like them. I didn't mean to destroy all their credibility and all their coolness. Let me just set the record straight. Muse, I hate them. It's an awful album. You should never go out and buy them. All right, there it is. Okay.
I thought that was pretty clear.
So here you never know. So here I am, this 45-year-old evil right-wing hate-monger with ultra-white pasty skin who every media source feels comfortable describing as pudgy. Why would anyone want an endorsement from me? So I give that. Now, despite it being a joke, which clearly they could have figured out if they had, talked to an insider that was listening because they heard us talk about it off air, they could have. There's something called a telephone.
What?
It's called
a new
telephone. No, it's been around.
How do you use that?
You pick it up, and I believe, I haven't used it, but you pick it up, and I believe you say, Martha, get me the radio park.
The radio park?
Yes.
Yeah, so you just pick up somebody answers.
They say, hello, Bill.
And you say, get me the radio park.
Mm-hmm. And they say,
and
putting you through.
Dials it up.
And then I pick up.
Is it one of those wind-up things?
Yes. Yeah, and then I pick it up and I say, hello.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
they could what?
Then
ask?
they can talk to me. They could talk to. We have staff members here that know how to use the telephonic devices.
Wow.
So now the bloggers have been posting this. MTV went to air with this.
Did they go to the air, or at least on their website? I did not see it on the actual channel.
I don't know. The last time I watched MTV, they played music.
Now, the bloggers usually get their facts right because you have to be sitting in your underpants next to a computer in order to type stuff out.
Yeah, you just don't start being a blogger.
You can't not just anybody can be a blogger.
No,
no,
especially those left-wing bloggers. Really, any of the wing bloggers are pretty bad. But now the Guardian in the UK is even reporting it. So I got to believe that at least a couple of the band members in Great Britain is like, he loves us. We hate him.
Yeah, like a mass suicide in waiting.
And then they realize, but good news, representation cold, and so they're gonna pick up the telephonic device and say,
thanks,
Ethel, Get me record management.
Does that work across the Great Pond?
It does.
Wow.
And so they're going to call them and say, congratulations for telling them. And that person may be honest, probably not, but may be honest to say, we didn't know anything about it. We didn't send that. And so now they're upset again. They may never create music again.
Yeah, best bet is to just take credit for it if you're working at the record company.
Yeah,
I
please
know.
do that.
We got
told
right
them
on
we
that.
shut him down.
We had that direct email address.
Yeah.
Glenn.
Let's just put this together. Now, you're a newspaper. You're MTV. Do you really think the management of a random rock band just happens to have my direct email address and they are currently listening to an American right-wing talk show while scheduling their next tour? You really believe that?
And to get a hold of you during the break.
During the break. In 2 minutes, they could hear me, get my email address up on their BlackBerry, email me and stop it, take it back, and then we go on the air with it. That is...
Wow. That's impressive.
They're
That's what
good.
happens when you listen to things out of context. It's weird when you just listen to something completely out of context with no idea what was surrounding it, what you might believe.
By the way, Media Matters, I believe, was one of the first to report this. They posted without mentioning it was a joke because they know their audience will never look into it or think critically for 1 second. And by the way, I looked up the date that Media Matters started. I think it was 2004 or 2006. I can't remember. I think it's 2004.
Really? I feel like
I thought it was
back longer than
2003,
that.
2002, 2003.
It may have been 1999, 1998.
It was around 1846.
Before the
Anyway,
telephonic
it was beyond yesterday. And let me just tell you this. The reason why I wanted to look in the beginning of Media Matters is because I wanted to see how fast things change. Because it was 2004 or 6 or 1843 that people actually believed media matters. The paradigm is about to change. Media is about to not matter at all because they're imploding. They're imploding on their own ineptness. They're imploding on their own arrogance. I mean, you didn't think to call before you printed that in an international newspaper or put that on MTV?
Yeah, if you're a respectable media source, how many times does Media Matters have to burn you before you get angry about it?
It's weird that they keep saying that I should do my homework and my research, and I keep getting it right. I mean, people leave the White House on my, wrong stories, but they don't seem to be held to that same standard on their stupid Muse stories.